Tuned in to the Game Entertainment Network. We have today Texas A&M versus Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Let's make sure this stream is working. That's interesting. That's interesting. I don't know if the stream is working. It should be though, but let's see. Well, there we go. A little late, but we in there.
Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Justin Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
All right, let's get it.
Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll go to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
On the move, it's Hardy. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Really good-looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that, too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Running with power. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
Looking to pass. It's Walters. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
He's got great speed. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
After giving up the punt return for the score, let's see if they have an answer on the kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Walters. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. To throw, it's Walters. He looks that one in nicely. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Direct snap. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14.
Brings up second down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Walters. Makes the catch. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Georgia 7, Texas A&M 0.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback looks for a little space. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll leave it with him. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong. Be big. Be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Looking to throw on second down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets, and here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Hardy. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Walters. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Looking for a deep man. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
They'll run it from the gun. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Right back to the well. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
It's now 3rd down.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. Open space at the 25. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Dogs are marching down the field. On the option. Fighting off the defender.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. The give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Middle Tennessee. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. To the air, it's Walters. Fires into traffic, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
He wants to throw here on second down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Third and goal from way back there. He's looking downfield to throw. And he intercepts it. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
It's now second down.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking to throw, it's Walters. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun. They'll run it inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, running back gets the give. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
That boy fast. I couldn't even control this bitch. God damn. Now get that man the ball.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Out of the gun to give to the back.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Now, I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Here's the handoff. No, he just flat ran over it. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Good thought process, Mr. Aggie. I'm gonna check that out.
In that stadium today, Penn State is running away with things, and that offense looks unstoppable. They're up by 32 over the Royals. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. It's complete to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit concerned.
That man was supposed to be double covered. I have no idea where the corner was on that. I was by myself out there. The corner didn't even follow that guy. That's wild, bro. That's wild in a bit.
They became more aggressive, more dynamic, throwing the football down the field.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass on the way. It's picked off.
Good shit, fellas.
Didn't really get a chance to get started.
Good way to catch that freshman.
Set him up at the 41-yard line.
Man, what a great break.
He looked scared when that ball came to him. I thought he was going to drop that bit. I just looked at him and like, okay, he got it.
But you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Fires to the big fella.
Why was he stutter stepping in the middle of the field? He was wide open, but he wouldn't run. Look at this shit.
Just trying to take with his defense.
I swear he didn't. Look, he cut. Maybe it was his route runner. I don't know. That's on me, maybe. I don't know. Why we only got 3 yards in that play, I do not know.
Short now from their own
Now they being down there disrespectful.
They'll try to run for it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Ah!
Magic on the scramble. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third.
All right, fellas, let's put it together.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking to throw, it's Walters. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry. And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough.
I threw the hell out that bitch. Say, that's some pocket presence for your ass. I threw the hell out that bitch on the run. Ah! And was getting hit.
A couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth-quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. They'll run it on first and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Walter. They're bringing heat.
Oh, you have a throw. Come on, dog. Damn.
How nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time.
We got this.
This crowd really
We got this, bro.
They've got him pushed back, but he's still.
We got this, bro.
From the gun, wants to pass.
Nice catch, boy.
Touchdown!
Way to go in there. Way to get them extra 2 yards after the catch, boy. Shit. Let's go, Morosa.
This guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. offense getting set for first down. Looking to move it through the air. He'll pull it down. At the 40, there he goes. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
One possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit, it affected the accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Slips away. Finds the tight end.
Good read.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man.
Way to
Because
stay
the coverage
patient.
has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Running back searching for
Damn, couldn't even get to the man. He had a lineman
Get the job
right in
done,
front of him the whole time.
and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Shit, what the fuck?
Well, that's
Fullback. That was the fullback. Oh, no,
Right, is the defense, you keep
we got this, baby. We got this. Let's go.
You can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. This one's complete. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. Caught in the backfield, it's Sutton. Touchdown, Bulldogs! A great catch and run for 6. The AT unit on the field. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. Back to throw, it's Walters. Makes his connection. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. The give to the back. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Snapped it in the shotgun. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. The aerial assault continues. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, giving a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Quarterback will audible. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter. Guys are tired, and they're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
They're trying to get to it. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. Dances away to buy time. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Timeout call by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Line getting set on second down. Looking for a crease. It's Sutton. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Out of the shotgun on third down. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Going up top on first down. Getting some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by this defense. You go dime package. Why? Because you know the offense is going to throw the football. Great job matching up. More skilled players on more skilled players. More speed on the field to defend the pass.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. Goes to the option. Fights off a defender. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Gotta have it here on fourth down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We'll get it started here in overtime. Using his legs, it's Sutton.
Now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football and showed a little bit of conservativeness. I gotta take advantage of a shot out wide. What's my best go-to play in this situation?
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
1st and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. Touchdown, Dogs! And they grab the lead here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. An impressive display there, gets him 6.
Yeah, don't worry about throwing. This guy can run, too. Such a great dual threat. And when this guy lowers his shoulders, you can see he can do whatever he wants and get in the end zone.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. The inside handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Texas A&M going up tempo. They'll give it to the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. Gives it to the back on the draw. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line.
Running the ball in OT, and a nice job by the ball carrier, finding his lane, finding his hole, putting his foot in the ground, and getting upfield.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Snap it to the back. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. 3rd down, and they need a touchdown to stay in the game. He'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. 4th down. Pick it up here, or this game is over. On 4th down, they'll run it, looking for the first. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there. But it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, baby.
Yeah, I'm the first to weigh in on my team. I feel like they trash. We got a lot of I don't know what's going on, but we just don't have what it takes. It's somebody. It's the quarterback. It's somebody. But when you look at the quarterback and what he's done, it's not all that bad. I mean, he played better than the next guy. I mean, I don't know. 12 out of 21. I think we finna make a quarterback change early in the season. Walters just isn't it. I don't know what it is. Could be him, could be the line, something. But something's got to change. We got too many good receivers only get 3 catches here and 2 catches there. The running back shouldn't have all the catches. So quarterback change definitely next week. See what's going on. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hit the like button, help the channel grow. If you're not a part of the family, hit the subscription button, man. Go become a part of the Game Entertainment Network family. And As I say around here, 24/7, 365. Live, love, laugh, and learn. Peace.